Unfocused.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
We're back. I'm T.
I'm AJ Twist.
And this is Unfocused, episode 224. This is the...
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Octillery episode.
Oh, shit. Bang, bang.
Octillery is the jet Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, I know. But anyway.
What?
Don't ask me. But yeah, we're...
How's he a jet?
We're live on twitch.tv/collision28. We're here mostly every week. Thursday from 7:30 to 8. We start roughly in that time frame. We are also on youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast.
Subscribe, like it, leave us some comments.
You already like it, but just push the button too, you know?
Yeah, exactly. We know you like it. Just show us you like it.
Just show us, please. All right.
And we're back.
We're back, yeah.
Yeah. News has been kind of weak, but I think this week's a good week, right?
Yeah, this week's pretty solid. I actually got a lot of stuff. How was your personal Unfocused week?
Personal? Oh, shit. All right. So, I've been chilling out, hanging out, relaxing, all cool. And then I went to the comic book store. I did see Aladdin. We talked about that. I saw Toy Story. I think we mentioned that.
Did we talk? Oh, yeah, we didn't want to talk too much.
Yeah.
But by the way, I now have Toy Story 3 in my possession. I'm going to probably watch it tonight or tomorrow night.
Do it. Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh, not Homecoming, my bad. Far From Home.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
Right. What else, though? And
then I actually went to that comic book store that Cuckoo's emailed us about.
Oh, yeah. I want to tell you something interesting about that, too, that my girlfriend mentioned to me. But go on.
Is it something regarding it being taken over? Because we got an email about that from Cuckoo's as well.
All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. Cuckoo's is on point. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, they're taken over by somebody that I really like already. I've mentioned them before. It's, what's it called?
Collector's Paradise.
Collector's Paradise. I love them. I actually get all my comics from them these days. I've mentioned them before. The version that I go to is the one over here on Winnetka.
I've never been to it, but cool.
I gotta take you one day. We should film it and go there. Like you should see, they have a really vast selection of shit way beyond Marvel and DC as well.
Good, because that's all I read. Yeah, shit beyond Marvel and DC.
Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So what did you think about Blast Off? Did you like it?
Well, I went there and shit was cleaned out already. Like there was like nothing at all. So I didn't find anything that I was looking for. I was going there looking for some like Avatar shit. I was trying to look for some Sonic the Hedgehog. I was trying to look for some like Ninja Turtles. Nothing.
Even
none of
that stuff was gone.
Yeah, I found one turtle book, but I think it's something that I'm not even collecting right now. I found some Ender's Game stuff, which is something that I was collecting. That is by Marvel, but I wasn't sure exactly which one I needed, so I didn't pick it up. But that's pretty much all I saw was those two little things.
It's funny. I thought about getting you Marvel's Ender's Game before, but I didn't know like if you already had it or if you would even really care about that.
Yeah, I'm collecting some of it already, so.
That's fucking crazy. That's a good thing I didn't, and probably would have been a duplicate.
Yeah, so I have a list of things that I have. I need to update it, though, because I've been getting so much new shit recently. But anyway, some other things I did pick up, though. I'm not sure if I talked about it, but I picked up the Avatar Last Airbender, Smoke and Shadows, which is another one of the arcs that they have. So I picked that up, the thick hardcover book. I also went to my comic book store, and I picked up a new Korra, which I didn't even know was out. But yeah, a new arc is starting, Ruins of the Empire, which is looks like Kuvira's back as a big bad for this one.
Wait, she's a bad guy again?
She kind of.
She already got beaten.
Well, apparently she's in fucking jail and shit, and something happens. I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm happy about that, cause I actually love Kuvira. She was one of my favorite villains.
Yeah, she was pretty dope. I also got my Sonic number 17. Yeah, 17. Continuing the Zombot shit, and this shit's pretty interesting. So. I actually like this one. This was a good read. Especially some shit that happened at the end with like a little side story. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Of course, you can't tell us about that without spoiler, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's leave it.
Sonic's being attacked by a friend, pretty much. I can tell you that much. And then I wanted to get more comics, and I was trying to buy some shit off Amazon. I was like, let me add more shit to this real quick. And I finally went back in my wish list of things I want to get, and I picked up Sonic Archives Volume 14. This is the Archie series. And this picks up from where I left off years ago after issue number 50. So this is 51 through 54 here. So I'm going old school right now. And I know I have one of these comics, but I just kind of want to continue the stories to see what the fuck I was missing the whole time. And then I also picked up Darkstalkers, volume number 2. Yeah,
What?
Night Warriors. So the Udon series. So now I have 1 and 2, which are like the only ones that they have. I don't know why this one's fucking all holographic and shit, but the original that I have is not.
Probably because they just they probably reissued them.
Maybe. I don't know.
They had to at some point because
Maybe. You know, I never fucking noticed that the fucking werewolf dude was in the background of this shit.
Oh, that's
with
dope.
Felicia right there. That's crazy. Oh, fucking Dimitri's on this one. What the fuck? I've never
noticed.
Fucking the more you know. I did. We're just talking about
You
your
should have
email
that
right
on
now.
the soundboard. That the more you know sound.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Yeah, we just talked about your shit right now, Cuckoos, because we're talking about comics.
Yeah, thank you for the information.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew, but you beat me to it. That's dope.
Yeah, so yeah, Blast Off Comics being taken over by Collector's Paradise. So they're pretty much just keeping the same spot. And this is out here in North Hollywood, California, in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
in case anyone's outside of this area.
Yeah, support both versions of Collector's Paradise, whichever one you're closer to, you know.
Anyways, more shit that I've gotten. So this is just like a nerdy type of thing, but I can do some kind of gaming shit with this shit. So I've always wanted this. You can't even see it because it's a green PCB, but it's a Raspberry Pi. This is what it's called. Little computer. You can just do whatever you want to it. You can connect shit onto these pins and have it control other shit. You can have it react to buttons. You can put sensors on it. You can do fucking whatever, right? A lot of people use this to make Red Shirt arcade machines. Where they load up a bunch of emulators to this shit, hook up some arcade stuff, style, or just any controller, really.
I've seen that before, yeah.
Yeah, so I can do that with this. I might do that. I might do other shit. Anyways, this shit normally goes for like $35-$40 on like, you know, just buying it online from the shops or whatever, Amazon, whatever. I was yard sailing. Found it for I don't even know how much.
What? At a yard sale?
Yeah, me and Carla were just going through some yard sale shit.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. And we're just picking up random little things that we liked, and then the guy gave us a box like, here, you can put your stuff in there. I'm like, all right, cool. So we started putting more shit in there, and I saw this line there. I didn't know what it was, and I picked it up, looked at it. I was like, is that a raspberry icon? I'm like, oh my god, let's put this in a box.
Yes, let's get this right away. Right?
Everything in that box, $5.
Damn.
So I got that shit for less than $5 pretty much, and it fucking works. I just needed to get a micro SD card like reader so I can format my own programming to it, and yeah, fucking works. So that shit's legit. So I can, yeah, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I was thinking of making a soundboard with it. You know how we have this?
Yeah.
This needs to go through a computer and go through a program itself, so it's kind of computer dependent.
Okay.
But if I do something with this and connect a board to it,
it could be independent on its own.
Yeah, and it has its own audio jack, so then it could be its own little thing, and I can just plug it into the mixer.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of the thing I want to do with this. Or another idea I want to do. I'm not sure which idea I want to do, but I guess we'll figure it out. And then also, which I was showing you right now, because I'm thinking of building a new arcade stick, right? There's a lot of shit that's been going on like within the past week. But I wanted to make it more modular, and I hate when I try to take my arcade stick somewhere that I can't fit it into a bag because the stick hangs out, right?
Oh, that's why you did that.
So that's why I did
sense.
that. And so I was like looking up shit, and I was watching just some random videos of people reviewing arcade sticks. And there's one arcade stick that has something very similar where you can remove the stick. It's more like magnetic though, so it just kind of just pulls off easily. I was like, I want some shit like that. And so I was looking up on the websites that I go to for arcade shit, and I found this. So all you do is kind of lift up the base, like it's on a spring loaded, and then it can disconnect from the arcade stick. And they actually give you, you can buy it separately, a lanyard that has a connector right there. So when you're like just out tournament and shit, and you're not using your stick, you can just take off the stick, put the stick in your bag, and you can hang this shit off your neck, so you know where it's at. So
yeah, you can't lose it.
Can't lose it, yeah. So I thought that shit was pretty sick. So I got that. Like it feels pretty. It feels really light. I was noticing today when we were playing that it feels a lot lighter than what I'm used to, which I'm not sure if I like it or not yet. One thing that sucks though is that the base, the round part of it, is a lot thicker. So my dust filter, what do you call it? That round washer, doesn't fit. So I need a new fucking dust protector. Aside from that, usual gaming. Actually, we play some CVS. I play some CVS too. Some Street Fighter Cross Tekken, some Tekken, and of course the usual Soul Calibur, and some Rival Schools. Actually, I didn't play Rival Schools, but I watched the guys play Rival Schools. So after our Battle for the Hammer, Chris was telling us his Olympics idea, and we kind of put it out to a test, and it was pretty fun. But yeah, those are some of the games that came up that we had to play. So the whole thing was like we have two teams. So that's actually me and Chris versus Steve and Drew. And then we just kind of roulette what game we're going to play. And then whatever game popped up, we chose like, okay, who's going to play that game?
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
The first skin that came up actually was Street Fighter cross Tekken. So we both teamed up. See, we did 2v2 on that shit.
Oh, smart.
So that was pretty fun. And then we roulette again. And then what came up? It was Guilty Gear came up. Yeah, so Guilty Gear came up. And so I like, Chris, you take this one because you know more about Guilty Gear. And he played against Steve. I forgot who won that. I think Steve won that. And then we played roulette again, and we got CVS2. And so that was me versus Drew. So I got to play that. So it was fun. And then we just tallied up points. I don't remember who won all that shit, but it was pretty sick though. It was pretty fun. So he was talking about like, making that like a bigger thing event where we can bring communities together, have rivalries again, like East versus West or America versus Japan, shit like that. Maybe just even like different streaming websites versus other streaming sites, something like that. So sounds pretty fun. So if you can figure out the kinks, that'll be dope. Also played a new game that came out for mobile, Dr. Mario World.
Dr. Mario World?
Yeah.
Is it an active game or is it a puzzle game?
It's a puzzle game.
Okay.
It's a puzzle game actually. Yeah. Except it works a lot differently than traditional Dr. Mario. The same concept there. You get pills and you got a disappear virus. That concept is still there, except the pills come from the bottom. And then you can actually control where they're going to go. So rather than go up, left, right, and all that to figure out where they're going to go, you can literally just drag your finger and drag the pill exactly where you want, which cuts out the time for dropping down and all that. But that also allows you to do some interesting stuff too, like, get into small areas. Also, whenever you match up, like, how the pills come in two colors sometimes? And then if you match up one color, the other color just falls down to the ground. Yeah. You can pick that piece up and then move it somewhere else.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting.
New mechanic.
And there's a lot of other new mechanics in it too. They have like bricks, which if a virus is next to it and then you disappear the virus, then the brick breaks away and there could be another virus behind there. And then you don't know what color it is, so you can't prepare for it and shit, right? So if you disappear like a yellow virus, the brick next to it will like disappear and it will be like a blue virus right there. So add some new twist to it. There's also turtle shells randomly placed in the area too, which are also the same color as your pills. So if you get one of your pills matched up onto a shell, then the shell will clear everything horizontally. So
that's weird.
Yeah, some weird shit.
I have to see you play it. Now I'm starting to get lost.
There's also some bombs, which if you hit a bomb, then it'll clear everything around it, within a 1 block radius.
So, I do love the puzzle game, so I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely the base of Dr. Mario, but they added a bunch of normal, like, mobile game stuff to it. Like, oh, yeah, you can get these extra power-ups, like, oh, this would allow you to do this. So there's all, I haven't messed with it yet, but there's shit like that. And then once you beat enough levels, then you unlock the ability to use Peach or Bowser.
Okay, that's
who are also in Doctor outfits too. And then each character has a different power. I'm not sure what Bowser's and Mario's is because as soon as Peach came up, I used Peach. But her ability is once you build up a little meter, then you can activate her power, and then she'll randomly disappear a whole vertical area.
Damn,
like a lightning strike, yeah. So I'm not sure what Mario and Bowser do. I'm guessing something similar. But that's kind of what's going on with that game right now. So, I mean, if you like Dr. Mario, you want a little spin on it, check that out. It's a free app. And that's pretty much everything I've been up to.
All right. For my Unfocused week, I made sure I got around to seeing Spider-Man, same as AJ. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I started finally picking up my Marvel reading. I don't know if anyone who's been paying attention to my reading schedule there, but I stopped reading after I finished Siege and the whole thing about Norman Osborn, and now I picked it back up, and which is considered the heroic age. There's the new team of the Avengers after that fallout. I like the team. I'm kind of over Luke Cage being on the team, like I was telling AJ. Yeah, just because I don't really see what he adds to the team anymore. He was dope for the first part of it. Now I'm like, okay, you can kind of like rotate him out now,
Who's on this team?
So it's Luke Cage, Wolverine, Miss Marvel before she became Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Brother Voodoo, Doctor Strange, and Mockingbird.
Oh wait, Strange, okay.
Yeah, and
Mockingbird.
Yeah, and the Thing. So that's an interesting one. Someone from the Fantastic Four is on the Avengers. It's been a long time since that's happened.
That's like there's no Cap.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah, and Miss Marvel is not even lead. You would think Miss Marvel would lead the team, but fucking Luke Cage leads the team, and I'm just like,
interesting.
Yeah, he led the team already though, and I'm like, okay, like, can you let somebody else lead the new Avengers now? Like he's, yeah. So okay, well, but it's all right. It's pretty good. Feels a little redundant at points, but it's still pretty good. Apparently, there's a parallel Avengers to this team still. I thought that was over after the whole Norman Osborn thing, but they make it clear in the very beginning that there is a second team of Avengers still, and that has Cap, Iron Man, and Thor on it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't like this. I loved it before, when it was the New Avengers versus the Mighty Avengers, and then the Mighty Avengers versus the Dark Avengers. That was cool. But
they need to do some like NFL shit, like Avengers, but like in California, You got the LA Avengers.
Well,
versus...
that's what they're doing now. They have right now they have West Coast Avengers.
They had like a Super Bowl of the Avengers.
Right. But yeah, this is also quite a few years old. I'm just catching up still. This is my path to catching up to. Mainly, I want to get to Secret War, which is the big event where the Ultimate World and the regular universe collide.
You should probably I'm not sure if you've done this already, but look up a list that connects from all that.
Got one.
So you're reading the right shit.
I got one.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I know exactly the path. Thanks to my friend Nick too. But yeah. So I'm reading this New Avengers. I really like the team. I don't need Luke Cage. I also don't think I need Doctor Strange and Brother Voodoo. I could deal with Doctor Strange being out just because he's been in all the other teams, all the other versions of this team. But yeah, so that's that. Other things.
I like how you're wearing your Luke Cage yellow today.
Luke Cage / Luffy. My One Piece representing right here.
That's right.
But Luke Cage does rock that yellow shirt though. He makes it work.
Right.
Other than that, what else have I been reading? I think that's the main thing on that. I started watching The Dark Crystal. You ever seen that movie, The Dark Crystal?
Nah. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like an old Jim Henson puppet one from our days.
I thought it was.
Yeah. But, it feels like, a hero's journey, to get the crystal, stop the Dark King, save the princess, it's that kind of thing,
Right, yeah.
It's pretty dope. It's entertaining. The puppetry for the time is really cool. But, the reason I'm kind of watching that is because there's about to be a new series for that on Netflix, the Dark Crystal series.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's a trailer for it. It looks dope. It looks really good and way better than this one. But I don't know if it's going to be a rehash or if they're going to, continue it from that, So I'm just rewatching it. Or watching it for the first time. I never saw it as a kid. I've been watching Dark Crystal. I saw Midsummer as well as Spider-Man. That was the new horror movie that came out. It's not even just a horror movie. It's like a horror / breakup movie. It's really weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very weird, but very good though.
David Bowie. Yeah, he's in the Dark Crystal, right?
Yeah, he's in Dark Crystal for a moment. No, wait, I think you're thinking of Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, it was Labyrinth.
It's not David Bowie. He's in. He might have made a cameo. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he does. I'm not done with it. But I know that Labyrinth is the Jim Henson thing that David Bowie's famous for.
Yeah.
Which is more of a musical. But so other than that, I think that's it for my Unfocused week. I think when I saw Midsummer the first time, the fucking earthquakes were happening. So they made me get out of the theater. I was so mad.
Oh, yeah, we've had earthquakes too. 2 of them.
Yeah, it's coming back to L.A. But yeah, man, I was in the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Damn.
It was the most epic, climax moment. You could tell, this is where all the shit's going down, you know?
Big battles start happening and start feeling it whoa, this is 4D?
Yeah, right? I was feeling a little dizzy. I don't know why. I thought I was just tripping out from the movie because it was so... without spoiling too much, it's a very psychedelic movie. It's weird, but it's a horror movie too, you know?
Right.
So, but, in the most epic part, all of a sudden we start seeing this flashing light in the side of the theater. I'm like, the fuck is that? And it's,
oh, shit.
It's the evacuation light. Get the fuck out of there.
They have that shit? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that either. But, everybody was into the ending, so everyone was, just slowly kind of still watching it and not really leaving. And eventually...
That's how you know it's California, dude. Earthquake happens, and everyone's like,
I'm just going to finish.
Wait a minute.
I want to see what happens right here, you know?
It's okay if it's shaking. It's not bad. Nothing's falling yet.
Dude, we were kind of... That's what everyone was like. Everyone just kind of wanted to finish the movie. We're right here right now.
It's just an earthquake. It's no problem.
But no, eventually they made us evacuate and we had to get out. They turned the screen off and everyone was like, fuck, all right, let's go, you know?
Some bullshit.
I know. But
that's hilarious. That's California right there, guys.
No, bro. We were still trying to watch it.
Ground shaking. We're like, that's all right.
It's fine. It's fine. So then they gave me a ticket. I went back and finished it the next day, and it was really good, really fucking creepy. Yeah, man. I will definitely be very careful when I go to a foreign country.
Oh, shit.
That's all I'm going to say. Other than that.
That's what I feel by Taken.
Yeah, that too. That's another one. But yeah, besides that, I think that's the main stuff. I've been, I finished Attack on Titan that last season, or the newest season. It was fucking amazing. It was fucking crazy.
Interesting.
Really fucking crazy. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you finish it. a lot of your answers that you've been having since episode 1 are there now.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, AJ?
I don't know. I was gonna say I saw Stranger Things season 3.
Oh, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of it yet.
It was good. It was awesome. Remember, like season 2 had like a bunch of different pairings going together, and that's like the big thing. Like, oh yeah, these two are together and shit like that. Yeah. So you kind of get more shit like that, except like everyone's just split and doing their own thing. And like at the very end, they finally all come and meet together.
See, I kind of didn't like that about season 2, but
season 2, like they knew it was going on, but they would split up and then they would come back and then split up. Yeah. This one, they all just start off
separate,
separate, and they don't even think to go to the other people or anything like that, and they just end up coming together. So it was kind of annoying. But it was kind of cool to see them all come together at the very end.
I hope I like it. I'm gonna watch it. Obviously, I'm definitely gonna watch it because I did like season 2 at the end.
Yeah, no, it was a good time for sure. And then the new characters they introduced too, they're pretty fun.
Nice. Okay.
One of them technically isn't a new character in a way, but they get a lot of screen time. They become a main character.
Okay.
But anyways, definitely worth checking it out. Finish it in 2 days too.
All right.
That shit came out on 4th of July.
On other news, I think that's the main
should we
stuff.
Get to news?
Other things I've been doing, I think that's about it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and every media that we're available in.
Or don't forget, we're on Twitter at Unfocused28.
Instagram at Unfocused Podcast.
And you can always subscribe to us in Apple Podcasts as well, or just go to collision28.com and find other ways to subscribe to us via the podcast and stuff like that.
And if you want news for us to talk about, email us at unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Or if you just want to mention something. Do it there or do it through our Twitters or any other place that we're at, like on YouTube, anything. Do it in our chat room when we're on Twitch.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Right, for sure.
All right.
Anyways, with that said.
Okay!
This is the news. All right. We got a doozy this week, I feel like. Cause I know you mentioned a lot of shit to me. I have a lot of shit.
Let's talk. Let's burn through them.
Let's talk some
efficiently,
shit.
But let's have fun.
Yo, when should we talk about Far From Home?
I guess not this episode. We have a lot of shit to talk about. I guess not today.
We have spoiler music we're definitely going to do for it.
I know, but you know what? Let's just save it for next week. Let's give people another
Really?
week. Or maybe we can do it at the end if we have time. But
Okay.
I feel like we just have so much news to go through. Like
All
I have
right.
so much shit to say. You have a lot of shit to say.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens at the end then.
All right. Yeah. If we have time, maybe we'll do spoiler at the end, though.
All right.
All right, AJ?
So I'll start with the big one that happened this week, which was Nintendo, out of nowhere, kind of announced to us through their YouTube channel that they're releasing pretty soon the Switch Lite.
Yes.
So this is going to be, I should have brought up a picture for this shit, but it's going to be a smaller Switch pretty much. It's a little bit smaller. Let me type this in, Switch Lite. But yeah, it's a smaller screen. They're coming in 3 different colors, which are turquoise, gray, and yellow. And then also, what else is there? The Joy-Cons and shit like that, they don't come off. So there's no sliding shit off at all with this one. Also, it doesn't plug into a dock. So you can't play this on TV. It's main for handheld, and that's it.
So it's more of a DS. Well, I saw an article trying to say that it's not anything like a DS.
It's not because there's no 2 screens. There's no 3D capabilities.
But it's their new handheld system.
But yeah, it's a handheld system. It's a little bit smaller.
Does it play the same games?
It plays the same games, except there's certain games that you can't really play with it. For example, 1-2 Switch, which is one of the first launch games that came out.
I understand why that wouldn't be.
Because you can't disconnect the Joy-Cons, right? There's also no 3D rumble. And there's no IR sensor because one of the Switches or the Joy-Cons have a little IR sensor, so you don't have any of that. So that means you can't even use this for the lab shit either. Thinking about it now too, but stuff like that, you can't do it. But anything else, you can play Splatoon on this. You can play, the big titles like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. You can play shit like that, no problem. But yeah, this is also because it's smaller. The screen, the battery has a longer life. I think they said 30% longer life. And it's also going to be for $200 coming out September 20th this year. So in a couple months. So if anyone doesn't have a Switch and you don't care about connecting it to the TV, then this is probably going to be for you. Or if you have any kids, that's pretty much what it's for. But if you have a Switch already, I don't think there's really a point.
It is to get your kids off of your Switch, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's
It's for the younger brother, younger sister that's always taking your shit.
for real.
I mean, unless you don't use your Switch at all on the TV at all, then maybe this is a new idea. And it's $100 cheaper too, so then you got to think about it. Do you want to get the Switch with no TV connection, or do you want to pay the extra $100 to get the connection and get the detachable shit going on and all that? So
yeah, this is actually not what I was hoping the Switch announcement to be, because I broken my Switch recently and I kind of want to get a new one.
Right.
But I don't want this. I want the regular Switch. So I guess mission accomplished on their part. So
I guess so, yeah. And then there was like a little bit of leaked information about a new revision of the current Switch. Nothing,
yeah, I guess that's not happening, right?
But it is going to happen, but it's not going to be the big thing we're thinking about. It's not going to be like a Pro Switch or anything like that.
Okay.
Supposedly all it is like a little boost into the processor and maybe like some type of storage boost too, but nothing too significant to call it a brand new system.
So it is something for me as a gamer. It's something I should just go ahead and wait for, right?
I mean, if you want to wait for a Pro system, I would say that, but this revision they're talking about, I don't think it's going to be a big boost. I think it's just
better processor, right? Might as well just wait for it if it's going to be the same price.
But I don't think it's going to be like a stronger processor. I think it's just better to maybe make the game more stable in certain areas, but not to improve the quality or anything like that.
Okay.
At least not drastically. Not anything worth them announcing, hey, we got a new better game. It's gonna go longer battery. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a small little update.
Okay.
Like they're fixing bugs type of update.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anyways,
in other news, Pokemon fans arrested for selling bootleg copies in Japan. I don't know if anyone's been following this, but modding and pirated games has become a very big deal in Japan, and they've put a lot of laws in place to counteract this. For example, the one thing they put up is the Unfair Competition Prevention Act. And so basically that just gave them more foothold to crack down on people that were pirating and selling fake games and shit like that.
This is in Japan?
This is in Japan. I'm not gonna give this motherfucker's name because I know how Japanese people feel guilty and shit when they get caught, so I'm not gonna make him feel even worse by having a bunch of Americans know his name. But
it's worse in China because when you do something wrong, or I think it was when you jaywalk, there's cameras around. They'll take your picture and then they'll put your picture on the back of buses or on billboard signs saying, "This guy jaywalks."
Wow, for real?
Yeah, I heard some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure it was bad. In China, That's scary as shit, but okay.
Right?
I guess be happy if you live in Japan. But anyway, this guy in the Niigata prefecture got arrested for selling modded 3DS games, Pokemon specifically. According to the report, an office worker in his 30s had been selling modded Nintendo 3DS games, video games for Pokemon, by taking the data from the game he bought secondhand and overwriting it, with another game's data, and then he would sell it for the same price. So
would he sell them as the original game, or was he selling it as a new game? This is this game, but it's different.
All I got in the article is that he would then take the modded Pokemon game and sell it online. Reportedly selling these modded games for 10,000 yen, which is $92.
Damn.
Yeah, the man admitted his guilt upon his arrest and said he couldn't stop it because the process was earning him so much money. He got charged 300,000 yen for this, which is $2,782. It's honestly a slap on the wrist for fucking with Nintendo. In a way,
yeah, true.
For fucking with Nintendo.
I got off like that, easy, yeah, for
but
sure.
I think they just want the warning. They want to let everybody know.
They're using him as a what you may call it.
Not scapegoat,
but
as an example.
Exactly, as an example.
Yeah, they went easy on him, but basically from now on they're not fucking around. If they catch somebody else doing this shit, they're gonna hit you up. Yeah, I guess that's the idea. But yeah, so I was like, man, I honestly, pirating is getting real hard. You got to be real good. I wouldn't even try that shit if I were you guys. But
yeah, what he was doing actually is a ROM hack, I believe. Cause that's a popular thing on YouTube. A bunch of Pokemon YouTubers, rather than play the original games, they'll play a modded version of it. There's some very freaking complicated ROM hacks that people will do. They'll completely recreate the whole game, new map, new characters, new dialogue, even new Pokemon sometimes. So I'm wondering if he was doing some shit like that and reloading those back onto cartridges and selling it like that. So selling ROM hacks that you can play on a legit system.
That's fucked up.
But I've seen shit like that before, so I wonder if he was doing that. That, or maybe he was unlocking all the Pokemon. It's here, I'm selling you the whole cartridge with all 800 Pokemon on them. Maybe he was doing some shit like that. Who knows? But I wonder what it was.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then,
RS Misfit in chat says, wonder if they will have a Yoshi green or Sonic blue Switch. That would be nice.
Yeah, like the Switch lights. I'm not sure if these are like fan created things that I saw, but I saw like a Sword and Shield. It was like a gray, but it had like kind of like a darker gray picture of like Sword and Shield, Pokemon's. The legendaries or whatever. I saw that. I forgot what else I saw, but I think they're fan created. I feel like.
Okay.
But that would be cool to see some fucking Yoshi green. I don't think they'll do a Sonic blue because Sonic is still Sega, but that'd be sick if they did it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Someone can definitely create some type of decal sticker, that you can place on it and give it that feel.
Dude, these days I feel like that's the way. Like you built me a Batman themed one. I just threw a decal on that.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. It looks
Bam,
perfect.
Batman themed already.
But anyway, yeah. So other news, AJ.
So Sanrio and Animal Crossing are crossing over.
Damn.
But on
epic.
on the fucking mobile system, it's the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So
Ooh.
yeah, I know, right? So using our new screen setup here to see this mobile game, to see what they're talking about here. Pretty much, just as far as I can see, it looks like there's like fortune cookies in the game, but it looks like there's other items you can unlock too. The typical Animal Crossing stuff like furniture, clothing, and just things. So I don't know, interesting. I wonder if this is a hint of what's to come in the future with crossovers with Sanrio shit.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think we gotten like a lot of Sanrio Nintendo crossover stuff yet. But Sanrio has been crossing over a lot of shit recently. Like they were doing Capcom stuff a while back. They did a Sonic thing. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Sanrio and Sonic?
Yeah.
Really? What'd they do?
I bought Carla one. What was it? It was Tails. I think it was Chuckle Cat just as Tails or something like that. But they had Hello Kitty as like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that. Yeah. But if anyone's still playing Pocket Camp, go ahead and check that out if you're into Sanrio and some shit like that. Hello Kitty.
All right. I think I might need my music for this part real quick.
Oh shit, for reals?
Yeah, man.
It's that time of the month, huh?
Time of the week, you bitch.
You look like empty smelling shit, so why you such a dick? You are really gonna teach you what make me sick. Before I get in,
Dick moves.
catastrophe.
Dick moves.
You make me sick.
All right. So this part of my news is the Momo Challenge. If anyone's ever heard of this, there's some news that came out this week that there is a Momo Challenge movie. I guess I shouldn't say that. There's a Momo movie in development right now. I don't know if it's a Momo Challenge movie. They're kind of obscure about what the about what the details are of it.
What if it's a movie about Momo from Avatar?
No, it's that would be the shit. That would make me very happy. But they're very clear that it is a horror movie and it's kind of based on this character. I would love for that to be the case. But the reason this is my dick moves thing is that people really got hurt, and I think one person died over this Momo bullshit.
You know what? I think this shit was a big hoax because I remember hearing stories about it, and some people were saying that they couldn't find any evidence of this at all. Because the whole thing about the Momo Challenge was that someone was slicing in this character into like the middle of like children's programming on YouTube, and then the thing was like something will start talking to you saying, you should go, turn the gas on your stove and then light a match somewhere and explode it, or go kill your parents or something. But
I think those YouTube clip-ins were very few and far between.
Either very few or maybe someone just made that shit up, because I've never seen it like at all, and I never saw anyone be like people that were reporting on it. Never really found an actual video that actually cut to this. The only thing that anyone ever found was just the one part of the thing on the screen with words and saying shit. That's the only thing they did. But no one ever saw it sliced into YouTube videos like people were claiming. Just to throw it out there. I'm not saying that it wasn't out there. Just saying that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's interesting.
In case anyone was wondering what this Momo shit was.
Well, Well, yeah, but regardless, people still got hurt. I believe one person still got killed over it.
Maybe, yeah.
But
again, maybe a myth, maybe a hoax, maybe that.
No. People did get hurt over this shit for
Really?
sure. People were trying to do this shit, like try to cut themselves and shit because it tells them, like, it's kids, it's dumbass kids on YouTube,
Anyways.
Just the fact that it's out there, that kind of stuff. I'm like, the fact that there are real reports of people getting hurt with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, come on. Like, just stop. To tell someone, not exactly. Momo is based off an art model that a Japanese person did at a Japanese art exhibit, and people took the pictures. It was creepy as fuck, and put their own story behind it and shit. That's where Momo really came from.
Yeah, at least the model, the picture you see right here, that's where that came from. But the name Momo, where did that come from?
That part I'm not sure. I do know there's a folklore, like they're saying folklore.
Yeah.
It's similar to this, but like they would try to lure kids into doing things or like lure them away from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't this. Like this is a little different. People kind of fucked with it a little bit, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe they based it off of it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just feel like it's in bad taste to make a movie off of some shit like this.
How would they do that? Unless they're taking this actual puppet that the guy created, and then turning it to like the Ring. I know. I think it was a guy.
It was called the Bird something originally. It was called the Mother Bird something or other. The Death Mother Bird or something like that. And then it just blew up into this thing. I don't remember. I guess I gotta find out the artist's name and all that stuff. I should do that.
This picture had nothing to do with the challenge at all. He was just some artist. He created the statue of this. He had a picture of it somewhere. I think he had a video with it too, showing it off. And whoever made up this hoax thing, kind of just took that picture and used it as their monster that we're throwing into these videos and stuff like that.
Right. So yeah,
but why? Yeah, like I can see it being like some type of horror movie. I mean, this thing looks like the thing from The Ring in a way.
Yeah, I think that's where they're trying to go with it, like Grudge Ring type of shit.
Yeah, well, The Grudge. There you go. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of going for with it. To be more specific, it's Orion Pictures developing it, and I believe they're the ones who did the fucking. I'm not gonna say it. Let me just be sure before I say that. I'm not gonna say that for sure, but
But yeah, that'd be interesting if they made. They better get creative with the movie though. They're gonna make it worth it.
Yeah. I guess they're gonna be
this shit just happened like a few months ago.
No. This is like a year and a half old already, bro.
The Momo shit?
Yeah, the Momo shit's about a year and a half old.
I don't think it's a year and a half. I think that just happened this year.
Nah, that shit's been happening for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the first time I heard about it, I swear it was like earlier this year.
We actually covered it last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was like late last year, but still last year.
Wow. Okay.
And the original was called Mother Bird, and it was initially
shit.
Yeah, right. It was initially intended to depict the legend of Ubume, a venomous child-snatching bird of Japanese folklore. That's what Cuckoo's is talking about. But this Momo thing is totally created by whoever the fuck made up Momo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The artist, you're right. It was a guy, Keisuke Aisawa. He's the one who made the original thing. He has nothing to do with the Momo challenge.
No.
Yep. So, the person who made Child's Play is gonna do it. I guess. Well,
Has that dropped yet? That already dropped.
Yeah, it was whack. I heard.
It was whack.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I kind of felt it was gonna be. But anyway, yep. So, if you're into that kind of shit, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna look out for it. I'm not down with that kind of shit. But Momo Challenge is gonna be a movie. It's already in production. Orion Pictures.
Cool.
AJ?
Other news. All right. So, let me bring this up here. What's it called? Tetris 99? The Battle Royale Tetris?
That's a new one coming, right?
Actually, never mind. Not even that. There's something different from it. A Tetris Battle Royale game is supposed to be coming out pretty soon. Where's my notes on this shit? So, yeah, it's so I guess someone bought like the rights to Tetris. You know, that shit goes around a lot. So someone got it, and they're making a Tetris Royale that is planned for iOS and Android later this year. We don't have like any footage of it yet or anything like that. But pretty much it's supposed to be. It will feature, a variety of game modes from the Hallmark 100-player Tetris Royale mode to massive daily competitions of thousands of players, solo marathon modes. But yeah, pretty much it's just Tetris. I wonder how this Battle Royale mode is going to work out. I wonder if it's going to be similar to Tetris 99. But look out for that for mobile games sometimes in the future. I wonder if it's going to be exactly like Tetris 99. This is coming from a group called Network or N3 Work, something like that. They spell network with the first E being a 3. If anyone's interested in looking them up. But yeah, Battle Royale Tetris coming soon, I suppose.
All right. In other news, apparently one of the writers for John Wick, a very, very successful action movie lately. Actually, the lead writer of John Wick, I believe, his name is Derek Kolstad. He will be joining the team of writers for the Winter Soldier as the lead. So the Winter Soldier and Falcon. Sorry, the Falcon Winter Soldier show for Disney Plus.
Okay. I thought there was a movie coming out. I was like, what the fuck?
No, yeah. But yeah, it'll be directed by Kari Skoglund, which I don't know who that is. And it will definitely have Winter Soldier and Falcon in it. It will also have Agent 13 and, Baron Zemo in it.
Cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, the writer John Wick being part of it is a fucking big deal to me. We do know the writing team said it's going to be 6 episodes long, so it's going to be kind of short. But I think it's going to be pretty dope.
Oh, so yeah. That sounds cool.
Yeah. AJ?
All right. Other Tetris news. Oh, no, my bad. Not Tetris news. It's Nintendo Splatoon news.
Okay.
So we're getting that final Splatfest coming up, right?
Yeah.
So to kind of celebrate, Nintendo is actually going to release 2 commemorative T-shirts in North America. So we're getting Splatoon shirts.
Dude, that's dope because we missed out on the Uniqlo Splatoon shit.
Yeah, I know, and I'm really upset.
Is this their way of making it up to us, or what?
I hope so. Shit. But let me get a picture of these T-shirts up right here. But yeah, so there's going to be a black and gold one to represent Team Chaos, which is led by Team Pearl. And then the other one is Order, Team Marina, which is white and silver, which I'm down for the white and silver because I don't like gold. And plus, I'd rather be on Team Order, I suppose, even though Chaos sounds pretty dope. But yeah, so these are coming out mid-July, so pretty soon, globally, I guess. Oh, no, it's for the Global Splatfest that's going to happen. Don't know where, though. Oh, at the Nintendo stores of America. North American Nintendo stores. So look out for that. July 18th is when the Splatfest takes place, by the way, guys. So if you have Splatoon and you haven't done a Splatfest yet, then it's your last chance to do it in Splatoon 2 at least, until new games comes out.
Yeah.
But I'm really down for one of these shirts, and if anyone knows where I can get one, let me know so I can order it, because I want one.
All right. And other news, this is kind of a fun one. I thought it was ridiculous, but actually real. I got a picture for that one too. Kanye West apparently is working on low-income housing for people in ghettos or like can't afford regular houses and apartments, and it's going to be Star Wars themed. He said this in a Forbes interview earlier this week. I think it was yesterday. And he said, the design and the theme will be based off of Tatooine specifically. And
wow.
Yeah, I guess because that's the hood in Star Wars.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's why.
He took inspiration from that.
Yeah.
Does Disney know about this?
This I don't know. He probably should have kept his mouth shut till this time. Probably should have let people figure it out. You know what I mean? But,
right.
But yeah, this is apparently he says this is happening.
Well, then it's just based off of it. It doesn't mean it needs to look like it.
Yeah, this is not the pictures of it right here. This is just a picture. I thought it was kind of funny to put it up there. But yeah, he says it's going to be themed of Star Wars based off of, Luke Skywalker's hometown. He said it's going to have a trio of structures that look like the skeletons of wooden spaceships and stuff like that. That's one thing he said. I'm like, okay, this was... It's crazy, man. It's crazy shit. But yeah, so, if you're having a hard time paying rent, keep your eyes out for Kanye West's low-income housing, Tatooine style,
Where is he going to do this at? Like in various cities?
No details yet.
I want to know what it's going to be in case I go broke.
Hey, you never know, man. Just hit him up.
Yeah, seriously.
Use the Force. Talk to him, bro.
He needs to use the Force to tell me where this shit's going to be happening at. That's interesting, though.
Yeah. AJ?
Kanye always on that next level shit, dude. Like, I don't even know.
Next level or wrong level?
All right, I knew I had another Tetris story. So, another Tetris news. Apparently, Tetris 99 does an event that I had no idea they were doing. This is the 5th Maximus Cup. The 5th one. That means there's been 4 others. But this 5th one coming up soon. It'll give you like a special like prize at the end. So to commemorate the last Splatfest, which I just mentioned, on July 12th. So tomorrow, this thing will be happening until the 15th. And pretty much you just got to play the game. And the more you play the game, the more you perform well, then you'll start to earn points. If you earn 100 points, event points, during the cup, event, you will be awarded a special Splatoon theme from Nintendo. I'm not sure if the theme works like on the Switch. Is it a Switch theme or is it like just in a Tetris theme? I'm not sure actually, because I never attended one of these events. But again, anyone that likes Tetris, anyone that likes Splatoon, check this shit out because I know I am.
All right. Other news.
I want to know what kind of thing I'm gonna get though out of it.
All right, that's kind of important. Everyone wants to know what they're going to get out of it. But the last piece of news from me, and I think maybe you should start thinking about music of the week if you're down.
For sure.
According to Stranger Things star Dacre Montgomery, which had an Ask Me Anything earlier this week, he was asked a very specific question: if there's going to be a sequel to Power Rangers, the movie, because he was the Red Ranger before.
Wait, who? Oh, that dude. Okay.
Yes, they asked him. And he said, there is a movie planned in the works, but it will not include me or my castmates.
Wait, do we have a picture of this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
In other words, they're rebooting
again.
The Power Rangers.
Man, I wanted them to continue the one they already did.
Bro, so did I.
It wasn't that bad.
Dude, I thought it was really good, actually. Like, I enjoyed it for the most part. And they said it was a flop. They considered it a flop, though.
Yeah, because it didn't make enough. It was close, but it didn't get there.
It was like, damn, dude. To me, that sucks. If you're going to make it again, they should do something different. Do Power Rangers in space or Power Rangers Turbo. Or like, whatever. Do something different. That's my point. Don't do the original 5 again. Don't do...
I guess.
Angel Grove again. Like, that's ship sailed. Like, I don't want to see it again, bro. I was happy with that movie.
I don't know the rest. I don't know space. I don't know fucking Turbo.
This could be your introduction. Zeo, man. Maybe they could do Zeo. I don't know. Do some shit different. But, maybe this could be your introduction,
Maybe. I don't know.
Wild Force. People love that shit. I've never seen it, but people love that shit.
I heard that shit was pretty good, too. But I don't know anything about any other Power Rangers. But I don't know. But, okay. I guess we'll see. I've heard that because... they sold the rights to somebody else. I forgot who.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it in a previous episode.
Like Saban gave it up, and I think Hasbro owns it now, and Hasbro likes to milk their shit in movies.
And he said
that got
this is
a Transformers.
He did say this is a Hasbro decision.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
Interesting. So they're going to keep him on then, huh?
No, he's not involved.
Oh, he's not involved.
Him and his castmates are not involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought like he is involved, but not with his castmates.
No,
okay, interesting.
Him and his castmates are all not involved.
That's cool. Got a whole new cast. Fine.
I'm not cool with it.
Whatever.
But, all right. You got one more thing, or you want to go straight to music of the week?
Nah, we can go straight into music of the week. All right. So let's do that.
Music power.
All right.
Stickley Man's already here breaking it down.
I know, man. He's ready for it.
With his crew. Damn, I forgot I did that.
What you got for your music of the week,
Cuckoo says they should do...Big Bad Beetleborgs, like a movie, dude, that'd be sick.
Hey, I'll watch.
That's
I'll watch
less
Big
people
Bad...
to worry about. You got a smaller cast,
bro. I'll watch Big Bad Beetleborgs as long as the last movie, the movie ends with the white Beetleborg showing up at the end.
Oh yeah, there was a white one. That's right.
He's got to show up at the end, bro.
Dude, that was like the fucking greatest thing you ever said.
For me, I'd be more down for Mystic Knights of Tirnano.
Who the fuck is that?
You remember the Mystic Knights of Tirnano?
No, I don't.
There was some shit that was a little bit later on. And they were these knights, and they'd fight and shit. But then when monster shit, which they fight regular armies and stuff, but when monsters showed up, they would transform into their full knight versions. Like, they got like blue armor and shit like that. They were like in the old Middle Ages and shit. It was pretty dope. It was actually a pretty cool show. It wasn't great, but it was better than, I think it was a little bit better than Beetleborgs, which I still love Beetleborgs.
Yeah, I need to see Beetleborgs again someday.
I would watch some of it.
Yeah. Anyways, music of the week, part of the show where we share some music with you. It's what we've been listening to and what we think you should be listening to.
All right.
Who's starting it off?
I'll start
already
off.
set up, huh?
Yeah, the song I picked is kind of old, but I still love it a lot. It's by Gunplay called D-Boy Fresh.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard this.
Yeah, AJ, what you got?
My track this week is with an artist that I featured. Actually, two artists that I think I've had on Music of the Week before, but now they're collaborating together. So this is Crypt featuring Vin J, and the song is called "The Devil Went Down to Hip Hop."
I like the name already. All right. We'll be back after these messages, guys.
Bitch, dropping my phone. That's good. We're back.
We're back on Unfocused, and again, that was D-Boy Fresh by Gunplay, and The Devil Went Down to Hip Hop.
With it was Crip featuring Vin J.
All right, you know what I liked about that song that you played? It reminded me of the actual song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, like with the dueling fiddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they kind of like mimic that idea. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the producer they got is also like a YouTube dude too. What's his name? No Life something? No Life Shack? Oh no, that's just the other dude. No, I forgot who his name was. But he has some pretty dope beats too, and he put that beat together for sure.
I like that. That show's dope.
But yeah, so that was our music of the weeks.
Let's jump back into the news. Sorry, what was your song called again?
The Devil Went Down to Hip Hop.
And the artist, I'm sorry.
Crypt.
CRYPT, right?
Yep. And Vin J. Like
Okay.
a vehicle identification number. But I don't think it actually means that.
Okay.
All right, wait. I want to do this right for once, so I'm going to fade this. And then I'm actually going to fade into this.
Okay.
This is the news. The news.
What?
All right, shall I kick us off?
Yeah, bitch.
Shall I kick us off?
Yeah.
Okay. Paper Girls.
What?
Paper Girls is a comic book story that's done by Brian K. Vaughan, one of my favorite writers. That's why I'm really ashamed I still have
You
not.
know, I thought of Paperboy when you said that, and I was like, what?
Well, let me get to that.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I was trying to say as one of my favorite writers. I love Saga. I love Runaways. Like
Oh, some same person?
Brian K. Vaughan. He's
Oh, shit.
fucking genius. He's so good. And you know he's doing the new Gundam movie coming out from Hollywood.
Interesting.
Yeah, this guy's writing the Gundam movie from Hollywood.
Hope it's good.
Yeah, well, this is one of the things that continued his fame after Runaways, Paper Girls. It's gotten greenlit for a TV show for Amazon Prime. Basically,
Amazon. Okay, cool.
yeah, they requested it. We don't have details on the showrunner or the director. I'm assuming that Brian K. Vaughan will, have some hand in the writing himself.
Right.
But we never know. Came out in 2015. Basically, Paper Girls is about a team of girls that were on their paper girl route, and then somehow in the 1980s, like 1988. So it has a very Stranger Things kind of vibe. I feel like that might be what they're trying to capitalize on right now.
Maybe. Oh, it's true.
But basically, in the middle of their paper route, they get caught up accidentally, the morning after Halloween, in a warring conflict between two different groups of time travelers.
Whoa.
And they end up having to travel through time, meeting versions of themselves, and stopping the conflict or starting conflicts and shit like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a really really cool concept for a show, and Amazon's picking it up. They're asking for a TV series about it.
Is this an ongoing series or it's like a one shot?
No, it's still going. Carla,
Oh, okay.
your girl has
Yeah, I know.
first couple, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ongoing. I believe they're up to like 7.
I think I bought it for her.
Did you buy one for her?
Yeah.
I got her one for one of her birthdays.
Yeah, I think
So
I got.
You got a follow up.
I think I picked her up like the next issue, the next volume, for Christmas, and I think I have it on my list. So if another one drops, it'll show up in my.
Oh,
folder.
nice. Yeah, it's not as far ahead as you would think it would be for being in 2015. I think there's only like 5 or 6 books, like not many. Like,
Yeah, sounds about right.
But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming out. We don't know. We don't know when it's gonna be coming out, but I'm assuming if not the end of next year, the year after. But we'll see.
It's funny. I don't
You
even know
should-
what the fuck I bought her.
It's so hard to predict when these shows will come out because it's like, man,
Oh shit, my bad.
man, some of them come out so quick these days. Like I remember that Lost in Space shit came out like that. Like they said they're gonna do Lost in Space, and I feel like a month later there was a trailer, and then like it came out like 2 months after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so Netflix doesn't fuck around. Neither does Amazon.
What the fuck is Lost in Space?
Lost in Space, that TV show they have on Netflix based off of that old 1960s TV show.
Oh, I don't even
Danger,
know.
Will Robertson, danger.
Oh, that's where that shit came from.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. Interesting.
You might have seen the 90s movie about it called Lost in Space and had the fool from Friends in it. Joey Tribbiani was in it.
What? Okay, no, I don't know. anything
We'll talk
about
later.
this.
Anyway, all right, you're up for news, bro.
All right, so Evo's coming up soon.
Yes, sir. You been practicing?
I
You have.
guess.
You said
I
in your
mean,
focus week. Yeah, you have. Been
Yeah, I've
practicing.
been playing, and we've been playing fucking every weekend, dude.
Yeah.
This crazy. Been practicing. So registration ends next week, July 14th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So anyone that wants to go on the fence with it, whatever, you got to do it now. Or at least by next week. Also, in other news regarding Evo, just give you a whole mess of Evo shit right now. 7 games have reached over 1,000 entries. Out of 9 games, 7 of them have reached over 1,000 entries.
Fuck.
Which is crazy, which I think they're saying is a new like record for them.
Damn, we got a lot of is what's not in that range?
I'll get to that in a second. Last thing I want to say though is also DLC and our patches. Whatever comes out after July 17th will not be part of Evo.
Okay.
So if anyone's practicing specific shit for specific patches or DLC characters or just any type of DLC,
you're cool for now.
Yeah, anything right
after...
now, anything that comes out after July 17th will not be at the tournament. So I never knew they did shit like that, but I guess that kind of makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah. Cause I had wondered about that when remember like some new Street Fighter characters had come out. Yeah. And I was like, do they count? And then they ended up using them. Yeah. But I think it's because like there was a certain time for them coming out.
There probably was, yeah. I'm not sure this is the first time they did it or not, but I was just going through their Twitter and I saw that come up. I was like, oh, I didn't know that they did shit like that. So I just thought I'd bring it up here. And then, regarding what you're talking about, to kind of talk about the placement of every game, what do you think the number 1 game is with the most entries?
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Nah, not even. To give you a hint, Dragon Ball Fighters was the 7th one to reach 1,000 entries.
They were the last, ironically, 7 Dragon Balls. That's funny.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna say Tekken's number 1 then.
Nah, Smash Brothers Ultimate is number 1.
Fuck, really?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2 is Tekken 7.
I swear I thought Tekken 7 was gonna be number 1. Like
it's close. I think they're saying it's really close between Smash and Tekken right now.
Yeah, Tekken's. I'm not even gonna dare to compete in Tekken. It's so lit.
I signed up. I signed up for Tekken.
I know you did. Yeah, like man, you might have a chance. You've been playing more than me, but like, dude, that's gonna be so intense. Like everyone's been playing it. Like every time I go to like YouTube channels, like gamers and shit, they're playing fucking Tekken.
Yeah, if we end up going back to Wednesday Night Fight, I might want to compete there again, and Soul at the same time.
You want to go next week?
I don't know if I can. I would have gone.
Oh yeah, you never know.
I would have gone yesterday, but I couldn't go yesterday, so I don't even know. Anyways, 3rd place right now is Street Fighter 5, and then the 4th most voted or most entries is Samurai Showdown. 4th, a new game.
Wow, Samurai Showdown's 4th, huh?
5th is Mortal Kombat 11.
What? Weak.
And then 6th is the game that we didn't know, Under Night in Birth.
Wow, Soul Calibur ain't even there, huh? What's the other one that didn't make
Dragon Ball is 7th. 8th is Soul. And then the last one, bottom of the list, is BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle.
Yeah, I haven't heard hype for BlazBlue in a long time. I'm very surprised it made it on the list.
This game sounds pretty dope, but I think
hype is gone. They're suffering from Soul Calibur syndrome.
You know what it is, though? I think BlazBlue has so many just revisions that people just kind of... For me, that's what happened with me. As I started keeping up with BlazBlue because they have so many fucking variations of their game. Kind of like Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
So that's why I fell off.
Me too. Like I remember we had bought one Guilty Gear, one BlazBlue, and then like immedately after we buy it, like a new version.
Yeah,
and we're like, okay,
like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But those are your top. I mean, those are the 9 games, and that's the order they're in which the most entries are in right now. At least as of I think like late last week. I'm pretty sure it's around the same though. But Dragon Ball Fighter Z just the other day reached 1,000 entries, which is crazy because last year was number 1, and it's dropped so much. And people are saying like the meta in the game has been becoming like very stale, and then certain characters are just really number 1. Like
for which game?
For Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I could get that, dude. I'm telling you, the mistake was the Goku clones. There's too many fucking Gokus. Like,
but there's certain characters that are top, and then that's it. Like everyone uses those characters, I think.
Oh, they got to that point.
Yeah.
Says, man, is that the crux of the triple fighters, like triple character fighters?
That's what happens sometimes, right?
It happens like every time with the triple fighter games.
Yeah.
Like, interesting.
But yeah, RS is surprised. Sam showed 4th. I know, 4th place, 4th most entries.
Dude, for real, I
Samurai
was shocked
Showdown.
about that. Like Samurai Showdown. Like I thought that show would be the 6th if it even made that list.
Seriously.
Interesting.
That's pretty hype.
Yeah, that's dope. That's gonna be. That tournament is gonna be one of the funnest ones to watch. Samurai Showdown.
You know what's crazy too? Because like usually the headlining game is Street Fighter, right? So Joey, or Mr. Wizard, the head of Evo, put out a tweet asking, like, what would you guys rather see as a top, at the finals at Evo for Sunday? Because Sunday only has 4 games, by the way. Mm-hmm. I think Tekken and Street Fighter are there. I think BlazBlue was the other one, and I think Smash. I think those are the 4 that are going to be on Sunday's finals.
Okay.
Which is interesting. But they're
Tekken,
asking, like...
wait, which ones? Say it again? Tekken,
Yeah.
BlazBlue?
Street Fighter and Smash.
Why BlazBlue?
Because it was so hyped like last year, I
Why
suppose.
Street
I don't know.
Fighter?
Street Fighter, because Street Fighter just always...
Because
the
Street Fighter is
Evo-
Street Fighter,
it's
yeah.
Street Fighter, yeah. That's what Evo was built on.
That's true.
But I guess they're playing with the idea of not having Street Fighter be the final game for the night. I think Tekken would be pretty legit to have there. Mm-hmm. I feel like putting Smash there would make a lot of people upset, but it has the most entries though. So at the same time, you feel like you should do it. But I feel like the whole FGC in general is gonna be like, what the fuck? And I feel like Nintendo's not gonna be down for that for some reason.
Not down for what?
For having Smash to be the headlining game for Evo.
No, I don't think they're gonna try. I don't think they're gonna try that shit again.
To intervene again.
Yeah.
We'll see. But anyways, that's just something to throw out there. But yeah, August 2nd, 3rd, 4th is Evo. So if anyone's that's not going, RS, go.
Right. Okay. In other news, I don't know if anybody remembers. Maybe 2013, 2014, there was a series of online attacks. People getting flooded with a whole bunch of like internet bullshit, like internet traffic and news and shit like that, to the point where they couldn't get online. Yeah, like somebody was funneling.
DDoS attacks.
Yeah, exactly, DOS attacks. They got somebody for it a while ago. His name was Austin Thompson.
Was it like the Sony hacks? Like, I think that's what.
Yeah.
Sony.
Exactly. Well, now they're Daybreak Games, but the company that was handling Sony's entertainment online, they were the ones that got hacked. And, so basically the lawsuit is with them, because they were the ones handling Sony's online system at the time, like they were the ones that developed it with them and shit.
Right.
So now their deal is with them. But anyway, this guy had hacked them back in 2013, 2014, like AJ said, the DOS attacks. He's finally fucking paying for it.
Interesting.
27 months in prison.
Damn.
$95,000 fine.
27. That's like 2.5 years almost.
That's like 2 shows. That's 2.5 years. Yeah, that's exactly 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Of prison time. Not
shit.
jail time. Prison time, bro. Like, damn. Don't fuck with these guys. I guess he was also known for fucking with Blizzard and Battle.net and shit like that.
Probably. If he did it once, he's probably going to try to other places. Yeah, so that makes sense.
The exact quote by Blizzard was like, these attacks flooded his victims' servers with enough internet traffic to take them offline.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's paying for it. So anyone who got victimized, you should feel really good right now. This guy's getting fucked right now. Hopefully not literally, but
maybe literally. Who knows?
I only brought it up because Daybreak Games are the ones that are going after this, because technically they were the ones working for Sony, and they were the ones that technically got hacked. It was their security that didn't.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
okay.
That didn't follow through.
Yeah.
So that's why they're the ones doing this whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Because Sony probably blamed them and charged them money.
Probably.
So they're probably like, we're going to get the fucker that did this to us instead.
Yeah, exactly. And make him pay whatever they had to pay.
Yeah.
Or if not more.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I thought it was very interesting. If anyone remembers those or was suffered by them, that's what's going on with that.
And a DDoS attack is, I forgot what it stands for, denial of service, or some digital denial of service, something like that.
Let me see.
But it's pretty much when you send a bunch of traffic to a certain website or a certain thing or a certain server, and then usually when servers communicate over the internet, they have to ping back to each other to see what's going on. But when the one thing you ping at throws something back at you and you don't respond back to it, it's going to keep trying to communicate with you.
Okay.
So what a DDoS attack is, you saying something to somebody and then denying it to come back to you. So you stop talking with it right away, and then it keeps pinging back towards you, and then you just keep throwing other shit at it that it can't bounce back at, and that's what fucking causes servers to get crazy and all that. So that's what a DDoS attack is.
Quite annoying.
Yeah. Anyways.
AJ?
Oh, okay. So, in other news, Masuda, who is the head of the Pokemon games, right?
Yes.
He actually put out a comment about what we talked about last time, where the Pokédex, National Dex, was not going to be a thing, and how they chose to not put certain Pokemon in, saying that it was going to be for balancing issues, and there's too much graphics to deal with and all that, right?
Yeah.
So he actually kind of doubled down on it. Saying that he sees that the Pokemon community is very passionate about this thing is how it's very important.
For those that don't get undertones, by passionate he means they're fucking pissed. Go on, AJ.
Yeah. He understands that every Pokemon is very important to every person, but it's a difficult decision for them. But they're gonna make it clear that they're not gonna do this, and that maybe we should just wait for them to, because they're not gonna go away forever. Pretty much is what he was trying to say too. It's like,
but they're unavailable for now. It's basically what happened to the Johto Pokemon about 6 or 7 years ago, where there was no way to fucking get them until they made special events for them, right?
I guess, yeah.
You remember what I'm talking about? Remember how you could not get the fucking Johto Pokemon about like 7 years ago?
Yeah, one of the games was like that, right?
Yeah, they were the only thing phased out that you could.
I mean, there was a way to get them. I mean, if you hacked them into the game, they existed in the game. There's actually code for those Pokemon. Every single game has had code for every single Pokemon that exists up until that point.
I meant more specifically, you couldn't officially transfer them over.
Yeah.
Which was even weirder. That
I think there's always been a way, but there's like a bunch of loops and like hoops that you have to jump through just to get that.
Yeah, because some games don't transpond well, so it's like you have to go from one game to a different game to get it
to another game sometimes. Yeah, that's kind of what you had to do back in the day. It's been easier now with the Pokebank, but like, what was the point of giving us that if you're just gonna deny us all the Pokemon in the future?
That's true, and this is a constant problem. Pokemon, like, you can almost never catch them all. Ironically, they made it so you can almost never catch them all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking annoying. To me, I don't know. I'd be annoyed. If I was still playing Pokemon games, if I were you guys, I'd be fucking pissed off. Like, dude, make it so I can fucking catch all the Pokemon.
I just want to know. I was never into catching all the Pokemon because I just feel like that's fucking crazy. Danny's into that shit, though.
I did it once in the original. I caught all 151, and they gave me a little certificate.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The only way I got that certificate is by hacking the game. I was so into Game Shark shit back in the day. I built my first website that I ever built was based on Game Shark codes for Pokemon, Red and Blue and Gold and Silver. But yeah, that was the only way I got a certificate is by putting the cheat code in it.
It was hard, bro. It was real hard. Like, you had to know people that had all the shit you wanted otherwise.
And then you had to find the right people to trade with. Yeah, I didn't know exactly how it is. And you need to train the right Pokemon too. Once you catch something, you got to train it all the way up too. That's fucking annoying. I never had time for all that shit. But yeah, they kind of just doubled down and told us it's not going to happen in Sword and Shield, but to look forward to future games because all the Pokemon are not disappearing. So people are like starting to believe now, like, are they gonna like DLC this shit or something like that? Like charge us to get the other Pokemon, or is it gonna be like a how we get like a crystal or a yellow?
You think they would go that way and charge us for DLC Pokemon?
That'd be some bitch shit.
That'd be some bitch shit, dude. Unless they're 50 cents a Pokemon, like, that's some bitch shit, dude.
If they do that, expect the first dick move from me.
Damn. You heard it here first, guys. Don't get this nigga started, please.
I don't know if I ever did have I done Dick's move?
No, you never have.
I don't think I have.
I think one of our guests did it I feel like Danny did it one time or something. You know what I mean? Like,
or Will maybe. I think it was Will.
Yeah, I think it was Will.
He gets pretty angry about shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with Pokemon right now. And as you can see on my picture right here, you got Masuda wearing the gauntlet, snapping half of existence of the Pokemon world.
All balance of this should be according to him. All right, so other news. Let's talk about Eternals real quick. Oh, no. You know what? I'll do 2 news real quick. Before I get to Eternals, a spin-off to Big Lebowski has been confirmed. It is really fucking happening. So if anyone it's a Coen Brothers movie. Maybe you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I heard a lot about it. A lot about it.
Dude, you would like it. I mean, you would.
It's a comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a comedy. I don't know if you'd love it, but you'd like it. But anyway, Big Lebowski, a great classic movie by the Coen Brothers. I recommend it. It leaves you wanting more at the end. That's the thing. Like, it's over and you're like, damn, that's the end of it? And you want to watch it again, like, right away afterwards.
Okay.
That's why it's a cult classic,
Yeah.
And, people have been bugging for a sequel to Big Lebowski, and we've never gotten it. It's been, like, more than 10 years. It's been, like, 15 years. And, we're not getting a sequel, but we are getting a spin-off. And it's called The Jesus Rolls. And if anyone knows the character, one of the rival characters, the Jesus, his name's Jesus, he's a Mexican bowler or whatever, but he goes by the Jesus. He prefers to be called the Jesus,
That's funny.
He's like over the top, fancy player. He has a really fucking funny scene in the movie that everyone always references in all these movies and shit,
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, so he's getting a spin-off just about him, and it's going to be by the exact same actor, played by the guy, I'm very sneaky.
Oh, no way.
from
Transformers.
no, from
But he was in that too.
Okay, I don't
But
know.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds. Yeah, it's played by him. And so yeah,
Emilio.
that's happening. So anyone, Emilio, yeah, that's right. Anyone who's a big fan of Big Lebowski, I'm sorry you're not getting a sequel, but I'm sure you're very happy to hear that Jesus Rolls is real, and they are really doing that.
It's a pedophile character. That's interesting.
No, they just call him that. Like they fuck with him and talk shit to him, and there's no proof for that or no evidence for that at all. Like there's no hint to that. They just call him that. Like, oh, you're a fucking pedophile. He's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, anyway,
I get that.
yeah, you know, you get it. You get the joke.
I get it, yeah.
Anyway, so that aside, let's talk about a different movie coming out, you know, soon-ish, maybe, The Eternals. The Eternals, there's been a lot of fucking news and I guess apparently fake news thrown around about The Eternals because we don't know the casting exactly. As far as we know, the only one official, like for real, is Angelina Jolie. And recently Selma Hayek has been casted, which I'm telling you, Cersei, that bitch with the black hair, does she not look like fucking Selma Hayek?
Fucking does. I was about to say that right now.
She's got to be fucking Selma Hayek. Anyway, Eternals, right?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of rumors, especially about Kumail Nanjiani, which is the guy from that one I told you to watch that you never watched, that cyber one about Silicon Valley.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah, Silicon Valley. Dinesh, the Indian guy in that.
I gotta fucking watch that because I just realized
I told
right now,
you it's your show. You would fucking laugh your ass off on that
I'm
show.
fucking paying for HBO right now. I just remembered.
Wow.
I gotta go and watch it.
See, I hope you feel guilty for not watching it sooner. It's really good.
shit.
It's fucking hilarious.
I forgot about that.
Anyway, he was also in the first episode of the new Twilight Zone show done by Jordan Peele. But anyway, there's been a lot of rumors, especially about, you know, the actor who plays Rob Stark, The Rock, and more specifically, Kumail Nanjiani and Millie Bobby Brown, about them being Eternals. And we don't know because there's just fucking all kinds of bullshit rumors coming out about Eternals.
Yes.
But today we got some clarity. Millie Bobby Brown legitly rejected it. She said she is not an Eternal. She has talked to Marvel in the past, but she is not an Eternal. She's like, she said she would know by now if she was. You know what I mean? Because the movie's already like being worked on and shit.
Right.
So she's not. The girl from Stranger Things has nothing to do with it so far. However, Nanjiani said nothing is set in stone. I would love to play a superhero, but that's all I'm gonna say. To me, that makes me think he probably is involved. Or, like, if not, they're, like, on the cusp right now of deciding whether or not he's involved.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be perfect for the Marvel Universe if he talks like that. You know, that's how you fucking deal with questions about the Marvel Universe. I
don't know. You know,
like,
it could happen.
It'd be
but
nice,
we'll see.
you know? Like,
That sounds awesome.
yeah.
Let him know for me.
Meanwhile, other people haven't said anything. As far as I know, the actor that plays Rob Stark hasn't said shit.
'Cause he's dead. Spoilers.
The Rock hasn't made any comment, you know?
I thought he was supposed to be the Atom.
John also, well, maybe we'll see. No. Yeah, that's DC though. He's supposed to have a Marvel role. He's been talking to Kevin Feige.
Do that?
I guess The Rock can. He's been talking to Feige, but we don't.
Fucking double dipping over here and shit.
Well, nothing may come of that, but there's a chance that maybe he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we don't know officially anything about him. Keanu Reeves has been rumored to be an Eternal a lot lately, and
That
that's
sounds breathtaking.
doesn't it though? You're breathtaking, AJ. But that's not official. Everyone thinks Keanu Reeves is about to have a moment in Marvel, but we just don't know. We'll only know either this Saturday at Comic-Con when they talk about Eternals if he walks on stage. I have a feeling all the Eternals are going to walk on stage this year at Comic-Con. And
So we gotta see who's going to Comic Con.
Yeah, you gotta watch who's attending and shit for panels.
Chat, when's Comic Con? I'll let them figure it out.
They'll figure it out for sure. And then if we don't get any announcements about it, then don't get sad because D23 is coming up 2 weeks after that, like on the last week of July. So there's a lot of chance of announcements for Marvel. So don't get sad if you don't see what you want to see at Comic Con.
Comic Con's next week.
Yeah. Oh, not this Saturday, next Saturday?
Yeah, the 18th.
The 18th, okay. And then the last week of July will be D23.
Okay.
So, all right. So, yeah, that's all I was going to say, Eternals. Definitely not Millie Bobby Brown.
Maybe.
No, she's
lying, dude. She's lying.
She could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she would at this point.
Call her Mufasa because she's lying.
I would hype it up if I were her, but And Nanjiani is a maybe, I guess. So
He's on the fence. He's not sure if he wants to admit it not.
AJ.
Oh, okay. What up? Oh yeah. So I thought this was interesting. I got this straight from Destructoid. I'm gonna read it word for word here. But 2018 manga, The King of Fighters: A New Beginning, has been picked up for localization in North America by publishers Seven Seas.
A manga. Oh, the manga that came out there. It's gonna be here in America.
Yeah, the manga's out in Japan right now. Yeah, but yeah, it got picked up to be translated. It currently on its third volume in Japan right now, and is expected to arrive in the U.S. shores shortly, early next year. A New Beginning is an adaptation of the most recent King of Fighters release, KOF 14. The manga focuses on the events surrounding the tournament, featuring all the popular members of the KOF roster, but primarily focusing on Team China and its fashionable new captain, Shunny. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so this is scheduled to come out early next year, so probably January, actually, 2020. So if anyone's into manga, fighting game series, KOF for sure, you want a storyline to go with it, check this shit out when it drops.
That's pretty dope.
I'm kind of down to check it out.
I would read it. Yeah, maybe we should get the first one and see if it's any good.
I'm kind of down.
You know what I've always wanted to watch? The KOF. I'm sorry.
The live action movie?
No.
I want to see the KOF one. Remember that shit? We saw that shit?
Oh,
Never
yeah.
actually seen the actual thing.
That's right.
though.
We never watched it.
Yeah.
I'd be down to at least watch a little bit. But I was going to say, not KOF. What is it called? What's the game Terry's from? Fury?
Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury. The animated movies are the shit, I heard. They're all highly rated. I looked them up online. There's 3 of them.
Gotta find a spot to stream all that shit. Like even the Darkstalkers one you're telling me.
It's all there, bro. All HD.
Them. I'm afraid of getting fucking viruses going to that website.
You could. It's a possibility.
I need to find anyone know any good virus protectors? Let me know. At AJ Twist on Twitter, please.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that you can't. There's a very good chance you could get a virus from Kiss Anime, so I'm not gonna say that. All right, other news. So in a very rare move, George Lucas allowed a screening of the original Star Wars before the special edition edits. So a gentleman under the name of David Doubt came into a reel of the original A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And, he humbly requested, that with the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts, who are going to help him, to show it, he requested that he can show that, from George Lucas. And usually every other time,
Interesting.
George Lucas says, no, only the new version that I made can be shown in theaters. He's very fucking clear about it.
Yeah. Like, this is the true version that was meant to be.
Yeah, he wanted it this way, basically.
Right.
And this guy requested it to him just on a Hail Mary. And George Lucas said yes.
He's like, fuck it, it's not mine no more.
You know what? And AJ, I think that's exactly what it is. Like, it's not mine anymore. They're changing my shit anyway. Like, fuck it. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you
Dead
want.
to me now.
Yeah. He's like, whatever. Just do whatever you want. So, yeah, he greenlit it. And this guy was able to show it in 70 millimeter print. Like, straight up old school style. Like,
Cool, interesting.
Before all the fucking annoying CGI ads and shit,
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it any other way.
Oh, shit, you're right. I only showed you the new ones. You've never seen the old shit. So it probably looked fine to you. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it did. It looked fine. I'm like, oh, shit, this is old school.
It really would only bother you if you saw the originals. Because, not that the CGI ones didn't look better, but, they look more detailed and shit, but they look generated,
Something that I've seen before, though, I don't know if this is on the original, but Jabba apparently wasn't this huge glob thing. He was an actual human in their very original, no?
He was the motion capture guy. He was the guy that was supposed to be in the mechanical suit. So yeah, that was a human, but that was a behind the scenes.
Is that what I saw?
And that's why that scene came out later with the CGI Jabba around him. They fucking made him motion capture, basically,
Right.
But yeah, originally that guy was supposed to wear the suit and come out and talk shit to Han Solo.
Yeah.
But then their idea for Jabba the Hutt was way bigger. And they're like, you know what? Let's just fucking drop that scene. We're not even gonna fucking take the time to build him. We're gonna build him.
That scene wasn't even there, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't even in the original movie. No,
that's crazy.
And they were like, you know what? Let's just fucking save this for Return of the Jedi when we have time and money to build Jabba the Hutt properly. So they just didn't do it.
That's cool.
And that's why he's only talked about in the first movie. Which I think it's better than them showing that little weak ass scene of him actually being a little bitch ass. Like he let Han Solo punk him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he let Han Solo step on his tail.
Yeah, and then tell him I'll pay you whenever I'm gonna pay you. I'm like, what? Did anyone see Return of the Jedi and realize he doesn't play that shit? Like, anyway, but yes, that was a thing. Hopefully, that means he'll be allowing more original viewings of the old school shit. Maybe even a DVD or Blu-ray re-release of the original versions.
Whoa.
That's what I've been fucking waiting for. I fucking do not like the ads. They were cool on Empire, but on A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, it's too much. Like, I don't like it.
Cuckoo says Boba Fett was in the first movie. Really?
Yeah, only in that scene that we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Who would just be trying to say shit to, like, kind of throw you off?
I don't know what's going on. Shit.
I know. Anyway, AJ?
All right, this is my last one, actually. So,
Wait, that's your last one?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I only got one more. That's fine.
All right,
So,
so-
actually, wait, I got two more. Wait, let me do one real quick.
all right.
This one got a picture. Marvel has a new arc coming out called Marvel Contagion. So basically,
Is it contagious?
I guess it will be. I don't know any details about it. It hasn't come out. It's coming out this Wednesday, I believe. But this is going to be a storyline focused on the street heroes. The Thing, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Moon Knight. Basically the street level heroes. And they're going to be
getting a Moon Knight pretty soon, no?
Yeah, well, we don't know. We haven't heard any details.
Yeah,
a lot of people want Keanu Reeves to play Moon Knight, too,
Damn.
like...
Can I just play all the scenes now?
Right?
Who was that? We had a person like that recently. Like, oh, it should be this person. And then, like, we always bring up this one person to play everything. Now Keanu Reeves is that.
You're right. Damn, who was it? We would always bring them up like, damn, they're not using this guy.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot who it was.
I don't know. Maybe Ryan Reynolds.
Is it someone they ended up using already, or like?
I don't know, but I feel like Ryan Reynolds was kind of that a few years ago when he first started doing Deadpool and shit.
Yeah, like where you at, type
Yeah.
shit.
Anyways.
But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this new story, Contagion, it's gonna be a 6-issue story. And it's gonna be about the street level heroes dealing with some kind of infection in New York. I don't know if it's biological or mystical or what. I don't know. I didn't read it. I haven't read anything, and I don't want to read too much into it without reading the first issue. But
number 1 though, so
yeah, number 1 coming out soon. They have pictures of all the way up to number 3, so I'm wondering if things are out already. And I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out this Wednesday coming up. But yeah, so Contagion, it's the new Marvel event, going parallel with War of the Realms, which is happening right now. Yeah, AJ.
all right, my last piece of news is something that we mentioned a while back. We saw somewhere that there was copyright trademark things being done by Nintendo for the name Armored Mewtwo.
Yes.
And we finally know where that's going toward, because we kind of thought, at least I'm not sure I don't remember if I heard it somewhere, but I definitely mentioned here on the show that maybe Armored Mewtwo was for Sword and Shield. Maybe there's going to be new Armored evolutions.
You did say that.
We didn't get that shit. We got this fucking big ass blow up fucking Pokemon that I don't remember what they're called right now. But Armored Mewtwo is actually showing up somewhere finally in Pokemon Go.
Oh shit! Is it the one from the lab experiment?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he's wearing armored and shit like that. Yeah, so it's kind of it doesn't look exactly like it, but it looks pretty close.
It's funny because that shit's not armor. It's funny they
True, yeah. It's not armor. That's true.
Wait, go on now.
But yeah, so he's gonna be the new raid boss starting today, or actually yesterday, and for the rest of the month. So go look out for those big raids. I'm not sure if he's a legendary raid, like you got to get the ticket to do it, or if he's just out there. But yeah, look out for the Armored Mewtwo. I'm pretty sure he's a little more powerful than the actual Mewtwo, which I don't have, thinking about it now. I haven't played fucking Pokemon Go in forever, actually. But yeah, that's where he's at. So whatever we talked about wasn't a lie.
On that note, let me say real quick, I want to get the date down right, but this year... Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, okay. July 12th in Japan. Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
Evolution. This is in my news. Yeah, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution will be coming out. It's an hour and 38 minutes. As far as I understand, it's a CGI version of the original Pokemon movie. I don't know. I just want to throw that out there because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I want to check that out too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there will be a dubbed version of it, probably towards the end of summer, I'm guessing. I don't know. That's all
They
speculation.
usually release that shit together, right? Well, I guess not normally.
Yeah,
That's
no, yeah. Usually they wait like a couple weeks or a month after, sometimes 2 or 3 months after, depending on how popular
to
it is.
do
the dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not easy to get all those voice casters back for Pokemon, you know. But anyway, my last piece of news: there is a new Ninja Turtle that will be born. There's already news about it. It's definitely happening. In one of the newer comics. Now, AJ, do you want to hear this shit? You may not want to hear this, right? It's gonna fuck it up for you.
Well, is it the comics?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine, because the comic series, the current one, I have no idea where that shit started. Though what I have is the original from the fucking 80s.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in the new Ninja Turtles comic, there's a 5th turtle that's born. She wears a yellow headband.
Cool.
Her name is Jenica, and she's a regular human.
Where's Venus?
Right? Dude, people were saying that. Who the fuck is Venus? You know?
What color's her headband?
Yellow.
It's yellow. So fucking remember the original arcade games?
Yeah.
Fucking Michelangelo was always a fucking yellow headband. That's where they got that shit from. Or maybe it was her the whole time.
Maybe it's Greg.
Maybe.
You know, but
I know Greg's gonna be like the green headband Ninja Turtle. Like, why'd you choose green, dude? We can't even tell if you're wearing one or not.
True, that wouldn't help. Yeah, so from the pages of IDW, so this is from the newest one. But yeah, she's a character who I think she has connections to the Foot Clan and Splinter. I don't really know, but she gets injured and she's losing a lot of blood, and only person with a blood type match, Leonardo. Weird, right? So Leonardo gives her a blood transfusion. And instead of saving her life regularly, apparently that transforms her into a turtle.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and that apparently raises a lot of questions to according to the comic fan base. You know, I'm just reading the comments off of this piece of news, and the fan base is like really fucking confused right now. They're like, wait a minute. So you can do a blood transfusion, and now you're a turtle too?
So she was a human.
Yeah, she's a regular human.
What's her name again?
Jenica. I don't know her last name.
Because there's a character called Karai, and I don't know what her original origin is.
Bro, I think that's her last name.
Oh, for reals?
I think that's her last name.
Karai?
Jenica, Kurai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think that's her last name. Why? What makes you say that?
Well, in the Nickelodeon series recently, not the newer one, but the
oh
one.
Shit, yeah. The Shredder's great grandfather Karai, Splinter's rival for control of the foot, impaled Jenica on a sword. Oh no, he killed her. He stabbed her.
That's a different story then.
Okay, yeah.
That's another version of Karai, I suppose. There's every series has its own story sometimes.
Who the fuck is Karai? I don't know.
But Karai, at least from the recent series, she was Splinter's daughter. And you know how Splinter and Shredder had the rivalry and shit? Mm-hmm. Before Splinter fled Japan and all that, after all that shit, they were fighting for the girl. Splinter had a baby with her. That was Karai. But then when fucking Shredder fucked up Splinter's shit and his wife died, his daughter died too. But Shredder came through and found the baby still alive and took the baby in and raised her as his own.
Oh, shit. Well, okay, check this. I don't know how this links in, but it says the Shredder's great-granddaughter Karai.
Shredder's great-granddaughter. That's
so listen to how this is worded. Shredder's great-granddaughter Karai, Splinter's rival for control of the foot, impaled Jenica on a sword. Karai and her gang of mutants then prevented the turtles from taking Jenica to a hospital. With few other options, the turtles took drastic measures by reaching out to the Mutanimals. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh shit, the Mutanimals. What the fuck?
Stealing some of the same Dimension X ooze substance that restored April O'Neil's father to health after his stroke, and heading to Harold's Elijah's lab. Harold Elijah's lab. I don't know. You seem to be picking shit out of this. I don't know anything of what's happening right now. But I guess she gets stabbed because of Shredder's granddaughter, whoever the fuck that is, Karai, I guess. And
I think those are two different people. I think Karai is playing some type of different thing connected to Shredder. Mm-hmm. But this Jenica chick is someone different, it seems like. But also, if there are the one and the same person, Karai also, she kind of plays on the fence because she was raised by a Shredder, but finds out that she's actually truly Splinter's daughter. She's kind of back and forth with helping the turtles, fighting the turtles, shit like that. So possibility that you can do another play on that where she's actually a turtle now, but, is, one with Shredder or some
Turtle
shit.
power. Now she's in, bro.
Interesting. I don't know. That's a new storyline. That's a new, different universe of the turtles, like as we discussed before.
Fifth turtle was born. Yellow headband.
Yeah.
It looks like she uses claws as her weapons.
Yeah.
Interesting shit, right?
Yep. As a ninja do.
Yeah. All right, AJ. Let's do some Unfocused Week predictions, or what you plan on doing. What you got, man?
I want to fucking figure out what I'm going to do with this Raspberry Pi. I think first thing that would be easier for me right now, though, is to make it into a arcade machine and playing some emulators off this shit, because I have controllers and I have some ROMs, so all I have to do is fucking put the right programming in this and bam, it's done. So that should be easy. But I do want to figure out what else I can do with that and read my comics. I have a lot of fucking shit to read now. So I got to read through that shit. And then, of course, the usual, play Soul Calibur, try to play Tekken. And try to play like some Splatoon or some shit.
That's right. Same for me. I want to really start going heavy into comic reading, so I'm gonna try and do more of that. Tear through this Avengers. Other than that, probably pick up the Saga. That finally, I think there's a new one that I've been waiting on for a year that finally came out. So I'll probably continue reading Saga. Other than that, I got a lot of Soul Calibur practice to do. I'm probably gonna be doing some deep little talkie studying some little details about her, some other a little bit about Amy, just so I have some other options with Amy, and and then just going to fucking Evo with that, with those two characters, whatever I can use.
For sure.
But yeah, other than that, nothing else. I don't really have too much planned. I definitely want to watch the new anime series that are coming out. There's one called Dr. Stone. Everyone doesn't shut the fuck up about the manga. But now there's an anime. The first episode's out. So I might check that out. Give you guys a review. All the new anime are coming out this season. Maybe next episode I'll give you a review on all the new ones.
Cool.
But with that said, I'm focused, guys. This is episode 224, the Octillery episode. Thank you for joining us.
The jet Pokemon. The fucking shit.
Don't forget, we're live on twitch.tv/Collision28 every Thursday, roughly between 7:30 and 8 we go on.
We don't got to say that anymore. Because we'll see you next week.
Unfocused. Don't forget, this is a Collision 28 production. We're live on twitch.tv/Collision28 every Thursday.
Also, you can always catch us on youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast to see rebroadcasting of these episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe there as well.
Also, Twitter, you can message us at Unfocused28. We also give you updates when the show starts. Instagram at Unfocused Podcast. Subscribe, like.
Also, you can subscribe to our podcast show, the audio version, on Apple Podcasts, or just get more information about that on collision28.com.
Or if you have any comments or things you want us to talk about, or maybe things that you feel we missed in the past, email us on unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to subscribe.